Executive produced by the Oscar-nominated director of Selma, Ava DuVernay, and based on a stage production entitled A Twist of Water. The Red Line is a well-intentioned, if somewhat heavy-handed and sometimes nicely acted miniseries about race and justice that follows a police shooting in Chicago. Produced for the US free-to-air broadcast network CBS and streaming here on SBS, the series unfortunately gets off to a somewhat melodramatic start and might just not have enough edge to entice viewers in who have so much high-end drama to choose from these days. An African-American doctor, Harrison Brennan, leaves his night shift at a Chicago hospital where he's been dramatically saving lives in the ER department. He stops to pick up milk at a convenience store and gets caught in the middle of an armed robbery. The gunman flees and Harrison reaches over the counter to try to help the frightened, injured store owner. A Chicago patrol car arrives and one of the cops, Paul Evans, played by Noel Fisher, sees what he perceives to be a struggle between a black man in a hoodie and the store owner. He opens fire, killing the unarmed Brennan. "Find the gun," exclaims the other cop. But there is no gun. The accident is another catastrophe for the Chicago legal system and the police department. A divisive event across all demographics. The title of the series referencing the famous train route spanning some 23 miles, a rather obvious metaphor for the very different precincts encountered on its journey. And in this drama, Harrison leaves behind a husband, history teacher Daniel Calder, played by Noah Weil, and the couple's teenage daughter, Jira. A wonderful performance from Elia Royale, whom they adopted as an infant. In her grief over the next 6 months, Jira has a renewed determination to meet her biological mother, believing her white father cannot fully relate to her grief as the black daughter of a black father who was shot by a cop. While Jira's mother's identity is sealed away in the adoption files, we quickly learn she is Tia Young, played by Emayatsi Corinaldi, a candidate in a heated campaign for city alderman. She's running partly on a platform promised to do more about police shootings than her opponent, a long-time, rather entitled incumbent. And the story keeps rippling outward, reinforcing the aforementioned metaphor, shots of the Red Line, filling the breaks between scenes, along with a lot of syrupy pop songs.
I was interested in this. It was the created by two women, Caitlin Parrish and Erica Weiss. 2 out of the 3 episodes are directed by women, and I'm going, hey, maybe the tide is turning. I think it's a series that actually addresses quite a few issues. It's full of compassion, I actually think, this series.
Well, I thought there was a bit too much compassion and a bit too much melodrama, a lot of issues crammed in. DuVernay herself says that she's aware of that, you know, as a technique, because it's going out on broadcast television to people who perhaps normally wouldn't be debating these issues, and it's a chance for them to maybe be confronted by the issues that you mentioned. But the fact that it's a commercial TV free-to-air broadcast means that you've got commercials in it, you've got cliffhangers, you know, you've got a melodramatic, you know, soapy kind of plot structure. It didn't quite work to me on that level.
I mean, maybe that's sort of like we have quite different takes on, because I actually thought, you know, particularly with the performances of the women in this, which I thought were really good. Funnily enough, I wasn't so keen on Noah Weil as the father.
Pretty strong.
I think all the others are so natural, and there was something about his performance that I was not convinced by. But I like the fact that there were so many good women involved with this, and, you know, maybe that makes it soapy or whatever. I don't like to think that, because I think it actually does address issues quite intelligently. I'm going to give it 4 stars anyway.
I'm giving it 3.
She's got a game face on. You both do. Think anyone's buying it?
I'm her mom. I just want to do the right thing.
You did that when you gave her up. It won't always be like this, I promise.